If you are thinking that, oh, whatever content you are putting, nobody's seeing it, trust me, people are seeing it. As long as you show up, people will show up. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, hi, my name is Thelma. Do well to hit the subscribe button to join the family, like, share, and drop a comment below. And if you're a returning subscriber, it's so great to have you back. Do well to hit the like button, share, and drop a comment below. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my journey to becoming a big content creator. Let's go! First up, I started content creation in 2020. I started on my Facebook page. I put out a content back then. Something was trending. I believe social nudity was trending. Some guys had posted their nude pics and it was a topic of conversation, so it was trending at that time. And I thought to put my 2 cents into the conversation. So I had opened a Facebook page, Talk with T. That was where I posted a different video first before talking about the nudity video. The nudity video was posted on my YouTube after I had seen the interaction I got from my first video I posted on Facebook. I decided to open a YouTube channel and I put out content there. So I started making content, and believe me, it was not aesthetically pleasing at all. My setup was I didn't have a tripod, I didn't have a ring light. I relied solely on sunlight, like right now, because NEPA doesn't have used the ring light. But anyway, I relied solely on sunlight and I kept on filming. The zeal I had then, oh my god, I knew that I wanted to do content creation from then. I wanted to put out content, I wanted to share my experiences. Even though I didn't know much, I was open to learning. I had taken my time to research about a couple of things on a couple of topics to talk about, and I had filmed a couple of videos with my friends. But you know how they can say that when you are putting in effort and you're not seeing results, you become discouraged. That happened to me. So 6 months down the line, I got discouraged and I didn't put out much content. Then I had moved. I was supposed to go for my service, but due to COVID, I wasn't able to. So I had moved down to Abuja at that time. But I did not put out any content. I was no longer filming. Funny enough, the place I had moved to was way better than where I was. But still, yeah, because I wasn't seeing results, I did not put out any content. I kept giving excuses that, oh, people were not liking what I was doing. At that time, I think I had about 150 or so followers. Or subscribers rather, and I still did not put out any content. So the whole of 2020, the second half of 2020, I didn't put out any content. Then end of 2020, I had gone to camp. I came back and I got a tripod. Like I put a picture of the tripod I got, and I got back to content creation. I did still have an aesthetically pleasing places, but I had gotten the drive I had earlier on in 2020 when I started putting out content. I even went as far as creating a DIY shelf so that my background is not just that plain, and I was putting out content, researching again, and I think I got into, like, let's say 250, 300 at that time. I had gotten to that followers. Boy, I still felt discouraged because I was putting in the work and I wasn't seeing results. And at that time, I started dabbling into DIY. You know that statement they say, where there's a will, there's a way? I kept reminding myself and kept pushing, but I wasn't seeing much of a result either. And at that time, I had opened a TikTok account. I didn't know about TikTok in 2020. I knew about it in 2021. So I started putting out video, and this is my first video. Like, you can see how the place looks, the painting, everything. The coloring was not that great, but I just kept on making content. And along the line, like 2 to 3 months into TikTok, I stopped doing TikTok and I focused on YouTube. So by June, July, I got a ring light, and by November, I think November, December, or thereabout, I got a tripod, a better stand tripod I'm using today. Still yet, we're growing slow but steady, and I was still feeling a bit discouraged. Then fast forward to the whole of 2022, I really did not put out a lot of content. I didn't put out, like, in that year, I think I was like maybe 4 or 5 content, and that was it. Fast forward to 2023, I started DIY on my YouTube channel, and I saw how fast I got to 500 because people could relate, and I was doing something that I loved. I wasn't necessarily teaching people how to do it. I was just filming my process of creating things I want to have or things I want in my house, and people liked the content. But one thing about creating or doing DIY in Nigeria is it can be quite expensive because you don't really have thrifted or very cheap things. It's like you're buying things from scratch and they're just doing it at a cheaper or using a less or an affordable product. Let's say there's a wood of 10,000, 5,000, 3,000. You are using 3,000. That's just the difference with making DIY in Nigeria. So I made a coffee table. I made a cup. I'll link all of those videos in the comments in the description box. So I made a coffee table. I was enjoying myself. Then I started crocheting. So I totally stopped making content for my DIY channel. I started crocheting. So I opened a TikTok account for my crochet and opened an Instagram account. And I'm the kind of person that once I start doing something new, I get carried away. Like I forget every other thing I'm doing. So I got carried away with my crochet, and I was crocheting, and I wasn't putting out any content. I wasn't creating anything on YouTube, and I was just at some point I wasn't even putting out any content on my TikTok page for the Handmade by Miraud. Like this piece you're seeing was crocheted by me. If you want to place an order, the link will be in the description. But just go there, send a DM, and once you have a piece for yourself. Anyway, let's digress. So I wasn't also putting out any content there on my Handmade by Miraud, and I was also trying my best to focus on my Instagram page, my personal Instagram page, and I saw a little bit of growth. I was posting pictures regularly. I think I was posting a picture, a quotes, and I like 3 times a week, and a reel. So I started doing that also. Then coming to the second half of the year, I realized that not doing it is like doing what I was doing was not helping me grow. I wanted to grow. I knew I didn't want to give up on content creation, and I really wanted direction for my life. Prior to that, in 2020, I was working, I was teaching. So at the end of 2022, 2022, I was teaching. At the end of 2022, I had quit teaching, and the whole of 2023, I wasn't doing anything. I was just working and using my craft to earn money here and there. So at the end of 2023, I had decided that the second half, I needed to find what I wanted to do in my life. I needed to find my passion. I knew that content creation was something I wanted to do. I enjoyed doing. So why was I half struggling? Because I was not seeing results. Now, one thing they always say is consistency is key. Throughout the journey from 2020 to 2023, whenever I was consistent for like a month or 2 or 3, I tend to see growth. It might not be all that big, but it was there. I was growing, I was gaining followers. Maybe I was not gaining every day, but I would gain like 2 in a week, 3. It showed that as I was showing up, the algorithm was saying, oh, you're showing up, let's push you out. So one thing you should know is, if you are doing anything, generally, you have to be consistent. And when it comes to content creation, or you're aspiring to be a content creator, it is a must for you to be consistent. So fast forward to the end of 2023, by October, November, I had decided I was going to do a 30 days challenge of creating vlogs. I just creating vlog so I could get back into the groove of creating content. So I started. Believe me, the first 5 videos were not that easy. I felt like a stranger. Like I felt weird creating content because I had not put a camera in front of my face for like almost half a year. I was taking pictures, yes, but I was not really creating content. I felt like an alien. I felt out of place. But by the 15th day, I felt very comfortable with filming again. Yes, I was getting 200 views, the usual 200 views you get on TikTok, 300, maybe 1 or 2 followers, and that was it. But I kept pushing, I kept going. And by the end of the 30 days, I was it felt very natural to me. During the course of the 30 days challenge, after the 15th day, there were certain days where I didn't really have content, but I could just see something as simple as crocheting, or I could create content out of anything. I could share little things. It felt like my creative juices had opened, and I had find very little things as content, and I was posting it and people were watching it. I was glad with the 200, 300 views. I was happy with the few one or two comments. I had a lot of encouragement for some people that were telling me to keep going, and I kept on going. I finished the 30 days, but at the same time, I decided to post some of the clips of my 30 days, or actually, I took the 30 days clip and I was posting it on YouTube. So when I was like on day 15 on TikTok, I was like maybe like day 6 or 7 on YouTube. So I started putting it on this platform here, and the video started doing well here. I was like, I'm not even filming in the normal YouTube format. I was using my portraits 9x16, right? Yes, 9x16. I was posting it like that as a YouTube video, and people were actually watching it. Like, I was coming and I was seeing views. I was like, and then the account had grown from, like, I think that time I had about 10 or 15 subscribers on this YouTube, and it had grown to like 120 something. I was like, oh wow, so people are actually watching this video. It might not look like a lot to you, but it was a lot to me. Then we moved into 2024, and I wanted to, since I was taking content creation seriously, I wanted to create a aesthetically pleasing place, and I was no longer feeling the space I am in. I wanted it a different look. I wanted it to look different. The wall behind me was done by myself. The videos are up on my DIY YouTube channel and on my DIY TikTok page. They are all in the description box. Go and watch them. So when I decided to do DIY this year, like face it, like put my hand in it, I said, okay, I was going to film the process. So I took off my camera, bought the things, and I started filming. First thing that happened was I was able to get a drill gun. That made me so happy, extremely happy. It's like God is saying, yes, my daughter, this is what you're supposed to do with yourself. So I took up I got a drill gun. I started working in 2024 January. I put out content. I made videos about my doing the wall in front of me, and I posted that video on this accent wall. I had not finished it. I think I had placed. I had not painted it. I had placed the wood. I had nailed the wood drilled the wood to the wall. I had done all the prep, and I put out that content. Originally, I had uploaded the video for this DIY by the end of 2023. Yes, I started the DIY by the end of 2023, like the last week of 2023. So I put out the video on Friday, which was like, I think, the 30th of December. Yes. By the 1st of January 2024, I just opened my TikTok account, and I saw that I had 150 followers when I posted that video, and I saw that I had about 300 or so. I'm going to be leaving screenshots. I was like, wait, what's going on here? And the video had about, let's say, maybe 4,000, 5,000 views, and that was the first for me. Like, I had never gotten 4,000 or 5,000 views before on any of my video, and I saw that I was like, hey, I just started crying, and I was like, God, so this is what you want me to do with myself? I just started thanking God for me staying consistent, for me posting. And I know that the reason why that video had done well was because the algorithm had seen my consistency. I'm going to be talking about how to navigate the 30 days of vlog. That will be video for another day. But I know that my consistency had placed me in front. Like, the algorithm has seen that I was consistent. God has seen that, yes, my daughter, you're on the right track. So he said, oh yeah, let's go. I watched my platform grow like daily. Right now I'm currently on 4,000. I'm already oh god, I'm manifesting 5k. Anyway, I'm already on 4,000 followers, 4,300 something. I don't know, I can't remember. I know it's over 4,000 followers on TikTok, and every day that video was growing. Right now it's on 308,000 views. I have videos that are like 10k, 42k, and like is this me? There's a video here on my YouTube here that is 40k. One of the 30 days of vlog, one of the days of the vlog that I uploaded here is on 40k. I'm like, Jesus, wow. if you are thinking that, oh, whatever content you are putting, nobody's seeing it, trust me, people are seeing it. As long as you show up, people will show up. Then I was having 200 views, but 200 views were like people showing up on every vlog I had posted. If I had not posted those videos, or I had posted after like, let's say 5 videos, and I had just given up, who will come back? There's no other video for them to come back to watch. The algorithm will just feel like, oh, this one is just someone that wants to post and drop and go. They would not push me. I have some of those videos, have some of those 30 days of vlog are growing right now. They are picking up. And that just goes to say that if you have a goal in mind, chase it. I am not where I want to be. Like these days when I look at my vision board, I know that what I place in my vision board is going to come to pass. I just need to work hard and I would see it. My platforms are all going to grow. The only thing I need to do is be consistent, show up every day, even though sometimes it might look like it's hard. Show up. The spirit of procrastination is there. It's going to be fighting you tooth. Oh my god. The spirit of procrastination is going to be after your life, but you just have to keep pushing. There are days when you don't feel like it. There are days where I just don't want to pick my camera. There are days where it's like everything is fighting me not to film, but I just tell myself, if with this goal I'm looking at, I need to film my videos. I need to make content. If for people to take notice of me, I have to constantly be in their face. I have to constantly be in their front. It might look like, oh, I'm starting YouTube in 2024, and it helps a lot when you're doing what you love, because it will come to you effortlessly. I love to do DIY. It comes to me effortlessly to film. Yes, sometimes it might be a struggle. Sometimes I just do not want to film. I just want to do the DIY. But sharing your experiences with people, there are people that would see things from your viewpoint. Sharing your thoughts, it might be the knowledge you have, it might be your skills, it might be your ability to talk, storytelling, whatever it is, put it out there. There's somebody that would watch, there's somebody that could relate, there's somebody that would learn. When I watch other people's videos, it's because I learn or I get something from them. I enjoy what they are giving. So trust me, there's somebody out there for you. It's never too late to start building your presence. If content creation is something you want to do, fine and good. Pick up that phone. You might feel awkward at first. You might feel weird talking to a camera. So even till now, sometimes I find it weird. But showing up is very, very important in anything you're doing, whether you're going to do a 9 to 5, whether you're going to be a content creator. So I'm making this video also to keep myself to hold myself accountable, that I can't give up. I have to keep pushing. There's a goal I have in mind. There are goals I have for this year that I have to achieve. So I have to show up regularly. Okay? So we've come to the end of today's video. We've come to the end of this content. I hope you loved and enjoyed the content. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope I passed a message or two. So see you in my next one. Bye.